Hello all, welcome to Pamita AI World. My name is Pamita Singh Kandari and you are watching my YouTube channel Pamita AI World. So this video is specifically for English medium students. First of all, I wish you happy Ekadasi to all of you, all the students who belongs to India or Bharat. And now comes to the main point. In this video, in my previous video I have given you the example mathematical expression of Pearson correlation coefficient, and in this video I'll give you the crux or final outcome what I taught you in my last video of Pearson correlation coefficients. In nutshell, I want to tell you what exactly these things mean, what we see exactly in the last. Fine. So in the last we specifically observe R. R means we Pearson correlation coefficients. So we specifically see the correlation of between two variables. Fine. This is the our main outcome or crux of the video of the topic. Okay. So what Rxy, if Rxy comes 0, it means there is no correlation between two variables. Fine. There is no relationship between two variables. If Rx1 if r comes negative, it means there is some relation between two variables, but this relationship is in negative way. Fine. How negative way? Like if we are increasing one variable, another variable is decreasing, it means it is showing negative correlation or relationship. Likewise, if r came positive way, it means the opposite, means if x variable is increasing, y variable is also increasing. So there is positive correlation between two variables. So our main thing between Pearson correlation coefficient, what we extract from large mathematical expression is R. So this is positive correlation, and the sample size should be between 20 to 30 for good estimate. Fine. And there is one problem in Pearson correlation coefficient, that outliers can lead to misleading values. There are outliers. Now you will particularly ask you students what outliers means. So for that you have to go through my previous videos. In one video I have already taught you what outliers means. So please, it's my humble request, whatever I am teaching you, the main crux of this basics of all these big terms I have already taught you. So please go through all my previous videos. So this is all for Pearson correlation coefficients for English medium students, and all these parts comes under statistic part, under data science. So now mathematical and statistic part I am teaching you all the guys. So this is Pearson correlation coefficients. Now come Spearman correlation coefficient. What Spearman correlation coefficient means? The mathematical expression of Spearman correlation coefficient I'll teach you in my next upcoming videos, but there are some similarities what we see. Whatever it is Pearson correlation coefficient, or it is Spearman correlation coefficient, or it is Kendall correlation coefficients, in all the three coefficients we just observe R. Fine. We observed only R. What R means? R means we finally extract from large mathematical expression. We from Pearson, Spearman and Kendall's only we extract only R. Our main focus is on R, and main focus on R, and simultaneously we see whether it is 0, minus and positive. Now you will ask if all three things here also R value comes negative, 0 and positive. Now you would ask what is the difference then between Pearson, Spearman and Kendall's. So there is one difference, that here in Pearson correlation coefficient we see linearity. We see linear association. Fine. While in Spearman correlation coefficient we see non-linear association. Fine. So this is the thing we see in non-linear association. And in Pearson correlation coefficient we see ordinal variables. Ordinal variables in Pearson correlation coefficient we cannot apply this formula on ordinal variables. Ordinal variables means low, high, medium. Fine. Low, high, medium, temperature. Fine. And like degree of school. like bachelor's, master's. This means ordinal variables. So Pearson correlation coefficient formula we cannot apply it on ordinal variables, but Spearman correlation coefficient we can apply on ordinal variables also. Fine. When we want to see the rank, we can apply Spearman correlation coefficient, but we cannot apply Pearson correlation coefficient in such type of formulas. So this is the main difference between Pearson and Spearman correlation coefficient. And another difference is that association between two variables would be non-linear. Fine. Whether one variable is increasing, another is decreasing. Fine. This type of things we can see in Spearman correlation coefficient, but in Pearson correlation coefficient, association would be linear. It would not be applied for non-linear association between variables. So this is the main crux of Pearson and Spearman association coefficients. And the mathematical expression I have taught you just to the last video of mine, Pearson correlation coefficient. Fine. By my next video for English medium student would be mathematical expression of Spearman correlation coefficient. Fine. So this is all for today's video for English medium students, and thanks for watching. If you like my video, please like and subscribe my channel. Thanks a lot.